Hello. Figured I'd do a pop-up, see if anybody is awake, see what's going on. See if anybody pops in. I never go live this late, y'all. I'm never up this late. Let me know you're here. Say hello to me. We'll wait, see if anybody pops up. Hey, B. Charmin, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Joe Hupp, hello. Good to see you. Long time. Hope all is well. 4 months. Loyal keto fan. Awesome. Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Have any holiday plans for tomorrow? It's 2 p.m. Sunday afternoon here on East Coast of Australia. Awesome. Nope. Me neither, Be Charming. Hey, ER. Good to see you. I was thinking about maybe hitting some yard sales yesterday, but I tried to hit a couple today, and it was a flop. There was signs everywhere for yard sales, and then you'd go to find them, and it was like a freaking goose chase. Couldn't find them, or they were like so far out of the way. It wasn't worth it. It was so crazy. I was getting irritated. No holiday here until the 12th of June. King's birthday. Long weekend. We got 3 in the chat. 3 thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that, you guys. You rock. It's awesome. We had a long day today. I got my butt worn out for sure. So, most of you that have been here in the last couple of days for the lives I've been doing, know that Barrett was trying to sell his old Chevy truck so that he could get a lawnmower. Our lawnmower blew up this spring, so our grass, our field looks like a hay field. Can't even walk through it, it's so huge. And so he got his truck sold, got that all situated, and then he found a lawnmower. He found a lawnmower like 2 towns away, which y'all know I don't like leaving the homestead. Don't like it. I was having super bad anxiety about driving that far. Ended up being like almost 2 hours away. But he fell in love with this. It was actually called a garden tractor is what it's called. And his dad, back in the day, worked for Roper. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Roper. And their products were made really well. And that's what the garden tractor was, a Roper. And he was set on it as like I think it was a 50-inch deck is what's on that thing. So that'll work really good in the field. But anyways, we didn't get home until like 5 o'clock. I think we left at like 10:30 and didn't get home until 5 o'clock. Such a long drive. And I tried to take a nap. I couldn't get comfortable. Of course, my back's flaring up in the truck and everything. We stopped a few places. We went through like, it was actually like 2 big towns, but of course in between that there's like little small off the road towns, there's blink of an eye towns. And there was like probably 6 or 7 of those. And they were all having like farmers markets and stuff like that. So we stopped a couple places. And of course, on the way, there's Amish stuff. So we stopped at some Amish stops. It was a pretty good little road trip. But I got home and I tried so hard. I stayed awake until like 7:44 and I couldn't do it anymore. I didn't get any naps today. So I ended up passing out around 7:44 and now I'm wide awake. Yay me. So I figured I'd come on here and chit chat a little bit, see what you're all up to, see if anybody wanted to chat with me. Babes in Toyland, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, Babes in Toyland. I seen that. One of my friends, well, actually one of Barrett's friends was telling us about their Queen Victoria's birthday, their long weekend. Just came in to say a quick hello. Well, I appreciate it, Joe. Thank you so much. Howie, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. We got 6 watches, 7 thumbs up. I figured I'd jump on here and see what everybody's doing. See if everybody's awake like I am. And then I'll probably stay up an hour or so and then try to go back to sleep. Am well, Jess, and best to you. Thank you, Howie. So tomorrow's plan is I'm going to try to find some hay to put in the garden so we don't have to weed as much. So we're on a mission for not hay, but straw. I don't know. Bear also found a really cheap wood chipper on Facebook Marketplace he would like to look at. That would be awesome. I would love to have my own wood chipper, and then I could make my own wood chips, my own mulch. That would be sweet. Does anybody else have plans for tomorrow? Any cookouts or family get-togethers? Wow, that went down fast, down to 4 people.
Get the backer.
Mm-hmm. I'm live. Jess, I had a dawn born in my backyard today. A doe? Is that what you mean? A dawn?
A dawn.
Yeah.
A fawn?
A fawn? That's what it's supposed to be. I had a fawn born in my backyard today. That's awesome. Nope. Just a normal, boring Monday. Laugh out loud. Christy, hello and welcome. I would love a wood chipper too. No cookout here. Yeah, I would love a wood chipper. That would make my life a lot easier. For sure.
One Granville.
I know. They want so much for everything anymore, though. Like, people don't, they want, like, top dollar for everything. It's crazy. Or at least in our little town. Mama left, jumped the chain link. The baby's still here. You think she'll come back? Yeah. She'll come back. They always do that. Like, I would say 95% of the time. Unless she got hit on the road or something. But yeah, the moms are always leaving their baby fawns all over the place. It's crazy. That's how they protect them. The babies can't keep up with them, so they leave them. But they always come back. It's so really, really hard for me to resist not messing with them, though. I love when they leave baby fawns on my property like that. You just want to go love them. The Happy Gardener, hello. Welcome. Tango the Cat, hello and welcome. Wow, there's a lot of new faces in here I've never seen before. Thanks for popping in. Please hit that thumbs up as you're coming in. I'd appreciate it. I'm never, ever live this late. I used to be like 2 years ago, but normally I'm in bed sleeping, and not tonight. I've seen one kick one other young, like saying, "Get out of here, we don't want you anymore." That's so sad. She was at the neighbor's eating corn this evening, but he's laying there all day. I want her to get back here. I know, right? It's hard. It's hard to watch it. Morning in the UK. What time is it there? It's 12 a.m. here. Here in my little Ohio, USA. It's 5:07 a.m. Wow, it's early. They're 4 hours ahead of me. I'm supposed to be sleeping too, at least. It's not a work day tomorrow, right? I can't believe I did this. I knew I was going to do it. But when we got home at 5, I'm like, I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep. I will wake up at like 9 or 10 o'clock and be wide awake. So I tried to force myself. 7:44 came along and I'm like, oh, I can't do it anymore. I can't keep my eyes open. It is good weather for barbecue. I agree. Yeah. All right, let's get back to this chat. So I've never heard of frying radishes before. I'm not a fan of radishes, but maybe, yeah, it'd be charming. I love fried radishes, and honestly, I hate fresh radishes. I don't do fresh radishes because they're spicy, and it's just, I don't like them. But I'll definitely do some fried radishes. They are so good. It takes the spiciness out of them. It changes the taste completely. I love it. And normally I did that premiere. I wasn't even home for the premiere. So if you're in the premiere and I wasn't, I apologize. I didn't think we would be gone that long today. But normally I didn't mention in the video, when I do the fried radishes, I usually do bacon and onions with it. And we were out of onions, so I didn't put the onion in there. And the onion actually gives it a little bit of a sweet taste to it. So it's really good. So if you do try the fried radishes, throw some onion in it. Christy, I basically just wash up the radishes and then I dice them in fours. Hey, Crystal, good to see you. I dice them in four and then I throw them either in with some bacon pieces or just bacon grease. If I have bacon grease on hand, I use bacon grease like crazy. So a lot of times I don't have it on hand. So I'll just throw a couple pieces of bacon in there chopped up with the radishes and onion. And then I'll add my seasonings. And usually the only seasonings I put in there are salt, pepper, and celery seed. It turns out really good. And honestly, to me, it tastes like little red potatoes. You know, those little red potatoes. That's what it tastes like. Now, the texture is not like a red potato, but the taste is super good. So if you're low carb, radishes are a really good replacer. I rescue stray cats. Did you know that? I did not know that. And somebody also commented on that premiere if you like turnips. Turnips are a good alternative too. They've got a milder taste than radishes, which I do like turnips, but the only way I like to do turnips is, which is a rebel method. So if you're not used to canning or you're a new canner, do your own research. But I like to can my turnips, dice them up like potatoes and can them. And then when I go to eat them, I'll just rinse them off and take that strong. Turnips can be kind of strong. And that's why I like to can them. And then I'll just rinse them off before I cook them, and I'll fry those up like potatoes, like diced potatoes, and they're really good too. And I basically do it the same way, except for without the celery salt or celery seed. I just do it in bacon grease and onions. I will have 100 pounds of Vidalias to use. Yeah. Do you do the? I can't think. Why can't I think? The caramelized onions, Be Charming. Do you can those? Those are really good if you've ever done the canned Vidalias. I'll have to try frying radishes. Yeah, if you guys try the radishes, get back to me. Let me know how you like them. I don't care if you do or don't like them, but I would like to hear your opinion. Because I was pretty shocked myself when I started frying them up and it took that spiciness out of them. Rutabagas. I don't know if I've ever had a rutabaga. Isn't rutabaga and turnip the same thing? I gotta look that up real quick. I guess it's not the same thing. Yeah, that's my turnip. The picture that just came up, the rutabaga, is like basically my turnip, the purple head turnip. Let's put in turnip. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. I do like frying turnip. My mom makes squash bake. My bro hates squash, but I'll eat squash bake. Go figure. Laugh out loud. I love squash. Any variety of squash, I love. Ooh, I have some black Spanish radishes, but I didn't plant them this year. Christy, you'll have to tell me how those turn out. I have a feeling those are going to be like super spicy. I haven't done it. I'm going to freeze dry it and mess with them. I might try it. Oh, yeah. If you have a freeze dryer, that's awesome. I like making a lot of my powdered onion seasoning too with my onions. They're in the same family, but they're not the same. Okay. Mine do well. Jeez. Mine do well with all friendly cats. 15 is young. With mine, Zach is 29. Zany is 27. Zenny is 23. Earl is 22 and Tibby is 17. Wow. pretty close to the same. No, rutabaga and turnips are different. Okay. Rutabagas are yellow fleshed and different taste. Well, I guess I've never had a rutabaga then. I remember as a kid, my dad grew them. I liked them then, but that might have been because he ate them. Mary, hello and welcome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I did have one at 36, but sadly, Quaker is not with us anymore. Rest in peace. Rainbow heaven she is now. Babes, are they messing with you? Laugh out loud. Probably be. That's funny. I'm like super excited. I've got my turnips in the garden and I was checking on them the other day and I can see the little purple top coming out of the ground. So they're doing good. I love seeing stuff grow in the garden. It's so exciting. Usually they are grapefruit size and heavily waxed in stores. I think Canada produces a lot of them. Maybe they're just like not popular here or something. I don't know. There's I've been doing a lot of research. I found somebody here on YouTube that's in my same growing zone, and I've been looking for years for somebody in the same growing zone as me, which is awesome. And the channel I found is like really informative, and I've been following them for the last few days, just like soaking up all the information I can of different things they're doing and trying in this growing zone. So I'm super excited, and there's quite a few things that I've learned about different varieties of vegetables here I want to try. So I have a list of new things I want to try. One for sure is it's a heat tolerant lettuce, and so it's a variety of romaine. And every time I try to do any leafy greens or anything like that, everything always bolts for me. All my brassicas always bolt for me. I've only had success growing that stuff like twice now, like my whole gardening career. And it's really frustrating. So she had, she had mentioned a certain type of lettuce. I can't remember now. I have a gardening book I write everything down in that I tried to retain. But I was like super excited. What was that called? But it's a heat tolerant lettuce that I want to try. Where did I write that down at? Must have wrote it on something else. I'll have to find it. But I've mentioned before, like, lettuces, for some reason, I have the hardest time when it comes to romaine. Like, I can do the butter crunch lettuce that grows fine, or the single, like, leafy green lettuces and stuff like that. But romaine, I never have any luck with. It drives me nuts. Where did I write that? That's gonna drive me nuts now. Where I wrote that stuff down at. I try to be organized, you guys, and it never works out. Ever. Oh, maybe it's on this paper. Maybe not. I take lots and lots of notes. I know I wrote it down somewhere. Oh well. Might have to go back to her video and rewatch that. So I can write down the variety again. I love cooking. I love cooking too. I just don't like cleaning up the mess after I'm done cooking. I seen a lady called Sassy cooking a burger using an iron. Yes, a real iron. That's crazy. If it means anything to anyone, I took 3 of cooking in high school. Plus, I worked in my high school cafeteria. Word to the wise, never send your child to school to eat school cafeteria food. Believe me, I know what goes into that food. Laugh out loud. Oh my gosh. That's kind of scary. That's all I ate as a kid. School was like awesome because that's how we afforded to eat school lunches. I like eating Pete. So good to see you. Long time. I hope all is well. How are you doing? I miss you. Beef stroganoff is my specialty. Pete, you're supposed to come back to YouTube. Have bad days and good days. I feel you on that one. I had a pretty good day today. Although when I got home, I passed out, and I passed out hard. We ran all day today. Our school's cafeteria is horrible now. It was great until about 14 years ago. Yeah, I was going to say, I think the cafeteria food was way different when I was a kid going to school than what it is now. And then high school was so much better because I went to a vocational school. So we had culinary arts. There was a class of culinary arts, and they were responsible for like making all the lunches. So they had like really good food. I'm scheduled for the LBSO surgery on June 14th. After that, it's instant menopause, something I'm not looking forward to. I wouldn't be looking forward to it either. I'm trying to figure out what LBSO surgery is. I'm not looking forward to menopause either. I'm already crazy enough when I'm moody. I don't need nothing else helping me out. I went in hospital last year and food was terrible. Looks like they cooked everything on barbecue car. Oh my gosh. I refuse to eat anything from a hospital. Seen you in Paris skipping, tell him don't feel bad. I can't skip either, but you did good. Thanks, Pete. After skipping like that, I was like, oh my gosh, my back is going to be hurting now. I'm going to pay for this later. I'm so old, they actually had cafeteria ladies cook lunch only real food. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Full laparoscopic bilateral spalingo. Yeah, I can't even say the last one. Hysterectomy. Hey, Sunflower Pepper, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Ooh, even a sandwich tasted of rubber. So I'll tell you, when I had my back surgery, I don't even care. When I had my back surgery in 2019, I packed all my stuff up. I took my blankets and I took my pillows and I took all my food that I wanted to eat. Like, I was not eating that food out of the hospital. And I was going to be comfortable when I woke up. So I had all my stuff. I had my Bible, my everything. I didn't even care. Not a hysterectomy. I'm keeping my baby. My uterus. Laugh out loud. Okay, I read it wrong then. I don't know what that word is. I wouldn't get rid of my hysterectomy or have a hysterectomy either. I will do everything I can to keep my body parts inside me. Does that still affect your hormones? Okay, so I looked it up and it says basically it's one or both bilateral of your ovaries and fallopian tubes. Surgery is minimally invasive surgery technique that only uses a few small incisions on your lower abdomen. Will that still mess with all your hormones though? Just curious. Me too. We had homemade food, not packed junk. Cornflakes was only thing good. Oh, guess they didn't cook that. Now I've got that Madonna song in my head. I'm keeping my baby. Homemade food, yes. It's like 12:30. I should not be hungry, and I'm hungry. I want to eat. I wish I had my gallbladder too. But I don't think that my gallbladder not having it hasn't really messed with me other than the absorption of vitamins and minerals and stuff like that. But it doesn't give me fits or pains or anything. I need to get back on taking my bile salt minerals or my, what do they call it? Ox bile. That helps you absorb all that stuff. But I didn't know any better. I had my oldest son, and it was like 2 days later, I didn't even know what kind of pain it was, but I was bent over in the worst pain I'd ever had in my life. And I thought something had went wrong with the pregnancy, with the birth. And I went back to the hospital 2 days after having my son. And they're like, this is gallbladder attacks and your gallbladder is leaking. We have to remove it. So they did an emergency surgery 2 days after I had my son. It was horrible. Yeah, they're removing 2 ovaries and 2 fallopian tubes. They're growing cysts on my ovaries, 2 8-centimeter. Oh, I remember you telling me that. Oh. Lettuce messes with me. Bourbane has helped me. That's awesome. No, I'm glad I don't have a gallbladder. Caused me misery for too long. Next time I go into the hospital, I'm going to request cornflakes only. I don't know what it was when I was in the hospital with my son. I had the worst. It was horrible. The only thing I could eat was that I just craved and craved and craved, and I couldn't get enough was bagel and cream cheese. That's the only thing I ate the whole time I was there. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I wanted bagel and cream cheese. I had my gallbladder and thyroid removed. I had a golf ball size stone in my bile duct. Ooh, that's scary. That sounds good, Pete. I had bacon cheddar sausage earlier. Now I have heartburn. Oh no. They don't particularly like cysts larger than 5 centimeters. You guys are making me hungry. Maybe I'll do some of my pork rind cinnamon stevia cereal. That sounds good. Haven't had that in a while. I shouldn't eat this late though. If I eat and then try to lay down, I'll have nightmares. I don't know what it is. If I eat right before bed, I always have nightmares. Or some crazy vivid dreams. Do you guys do that? I have multiple sclerosis. Been ill for a long time. Thank God for medicine for it. Oh, I bet. So anybody new that's watching, don't forget Monday night I will be going live at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll do a music live. I go lives normally Mondays and Fridays. And Fridays I do 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We usually have a pretty good show up. We all have a really good time. I'm hungry too. I can't eat after 8 or my esophagus goes haywire. You know what they gave me to eat in the hospital? A spoonful of mac and cheese, and the rest of the plate was peas. I had to take a picture of it because no one would have believed me. It's horrible. I don't know why. And hospital food always seems like so, I don't know, bland. And I think I ordered, when I had my back surgery, that's the last time I was in the hospital. And I ordered a bunch of food, but I didn't eat it all. And I think Barrett ended up eating it because it just all tastes like crap to me. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled with my homegrown food and my home cooking. It's hard for me to eat out, especially when it comes to like hospitals and stuff like that. And it makes it hard too because I'm keto. So a lot of stuff I can't eat. Oh my gosh, 12 thumbs up. Dang. Pretty good. I'm pretty sure that they kick everything on a car tire in the hospital. It's terrible. You're asking about hormones. Yes, I am on Synthroid. Yeah. I don't look forward to getting older. And I'm getting there quick. All right, Christy, thanks so much for coming in. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And until next time, love you. That's a synthetic hormone. Yeah. Going to get some sleep or try to laugh out loud. Good seeing you, Jess. Good seeing you too, Pete. Sleep well. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was nice seeing you. But yeah, everything in the garden is growing good. Like I said, the turnips, I can see the tops of the purple coming out. The radishes are all coming up good. All the tomato plants are growing big and strong. I can't wait. Can't wait for harvest season. $14 thumbs up. Wow. I can't wait to eat my first garden tomato. Be so good. And I planted artichokes again this year, so I hope those do really well. I really want my own grown artichokes this year. I'm sure they're trying to kill everyone with hospital. In the hospital by starving everyone with horrible food. I'm heading to bed too. Y'all have a good rest of your night. All right, Be Charming. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a good night. Sleep well. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Blah, blah, blah. Laugh out loud. Howdy, Jess. Hey, Trust. How you doing? How was your day? Did you guys get all the flags done? What? I just woke up. I just woke up too, Trust. Hey, Brian. Good to see you. We were gone until 5 o'clock, Trust. We didn't get home until 5. And I was trying to force myself to stay up. 7:44 came along, and I was like, nope, I can't do it no more. I passed out. And then I was wide awake at like 11:40. And here I am. What? You went into Dr. Pepper float coma. Sorry if I'm boring everyone to tears. You're not boring me. What the heck? You're fine. We left at like 10:40, I think it was, Trust. And we didn't even get, like, we were gone so long. It was the longest ride of my life. Yes, he got the tractor. He's in love with it. He took it off the truck as soon as we got home and started mowing. Phew, that was a close one. So I'm glad he has his tractor, and I don't have to go away off of the homestead anymore if I don't want to. Or at least not that far. I made it. I survived, trust. I didn't think I was going to, honestly. My heart was beating out of my chest. And when we got home, I was so hungry. I hurried up and I made a kale smoothie, and I fried up a leftover steak and ate that. And then, like I said, I was like in and out of it, trying not to fall asleep. I'm wide awake myself. So I was telling everybody just a little bit ago, I don't know if you heard or not, but if I eat something right before I pass out, I always have nightmares or like very vivid dreams. Tress is going to laugh about this. So I woke up, I was dreaming, and it was so realistic. And Barrett had must have just came to bed or something, because he was laying beside me playing on his phone, and I woke up smacking the crap out of him. He was like, hey, what you hitting me for? I'm like, it's your fault. It rained here most of the day. It's supposed to start again tomorrow. Ugh. This is true. I spent 22 hours in a corridor with the ambulance crew because they couldn't leave me until someone came. They wasn't allowed to give water or anything. I'm taking a bottle of water next. Right? It's crazy. I know, right? So, I don't even know why I dreamt this, but I will tell you about my dream. Don't judge me. It was so realistic. He was laughing at me when I told him about the dream. So, we were down. You guys know I have the creek down here. We were down, hanging out in the creek, playing around, swimming and stuff like that. And next thing I know, like, troops are coming up the creek. Right, Tress. Okay. So these troops are coming up the creek, and they're like invading us and stuff. And me and Barrett take off and come up to the house and stuff. And we only had so much ammunition. We ran out, but we took care of everybody. Everybody was taken care of. So then we're like trying to hurry up and gather supplies and get our bug out bags and everything. And the pantry that I have is just so unorganized. I can't find anything. I can't find my dehydrated meats. I was just going to grab dehydrated meats and throw them in our bug out bags. Couldn't find them. The place was a mess. And so, like, I'm in a panic. I can feel myself sweating in the dream. I'm like literally sweating in real life. And so we finally get some supplies together, and we like head down to the creek. And I don't know why we're heading down to the creek again, because that's where they're coming from. But we head down to the creek, and we're like swimming under the creek to the other side of the property to get on the other side of the land. But as we're like floating barrels of supplies to the island, I hear this war drum battle cry, whatever. But it was like from the Civil War. You know that boom, 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 the drum from the Civil War? It was like that. And I have binoculars around my neck, and I'm like looking down the creek, and it's like the presidential cavalry. Like everybody's in black suit ties coming up the creek. And me and Barrett are like trying to escape, and that's when I'm waking up. I'm like waking up hitting him. Like, we gotta get out of here. So yeah, I woke up in a sweat, and it was like a horrible nightmare. Hey Lisa, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, that's crazy, Tango the cat. I know, right, Brian? It's so crazy. Like, Barrett was like, why are you even dreaming something like that? I'm like, I have no idea. I was like, it's gotta be because I ate before I laid down. That's the only time I have like crazy vivid dreams like that. And it's like so realistic. All right, Lisa. So yeah, I don't like dreaming. I always have nutty dreams. And like I said, they're so like detailed and realistic. I see Barrett driving his tractor and you with a backpack full of chicks. Oh my gosh. Tress, that would be a good cartoon sketch. If somebody can draw cartoonish stuff, that would be hilarious. Funny thing is, though, we don't have like ramps to get the tractor unloaded. So Barrett like pulled the truck up to the bank that's right next to the main highway. It's a state route, so it's super crazy busy. And he's trying to line the truck bed, the tailgate up to the bank to reverse the tractor off the truck. It was a very dangerous mission. And I'm standing there watching him, and he's like getting stuck in between the tailgate and the bank. And the back tires are on the bank, but it's like, it's dirt there, but there's a lot of like gravel and black, whatever that black, not tar, but black gravel or whatever they put down to patch and stuff. And so the wheels on the tractor are like spinning into the ground and he can't get up. And he's like, push me. I'm in my polka dot dress that I had on this morning, Tress. Well, you guys seen it when I had the camera on. So I'm in like my polka dot dress on the top of the road, like trying to get into the back of the truck to push him in this tractor off the truck. It was horrible. And he's like going back and forth. And then he's like, just pull the truck forward. So now I'm like running off the truck, getting in the truck and pulling the truck forward. And he's like basically ramping down the bankment with the tractor. It was a hot mess moment. But I'm sure the cars driving by are just laughing, getting a kick out of it. I was trying to see what Barrett was doing. I was yelling for him. He's not answering me. I know he ain't passed out yet because he just got out of the shower. He did his shave. Shaved his head and shaved his face. I had a nightmare last night. Someone was stuffing marshmallows down my throat. Woke up in the morning and my pillow was gone. Oh my gosh. I hate the falling dreams. Like where you're falling and you actually feel like you're falling. Those are scary. And I have a lot of repeated nightmares, which I think is really weird. Like 2 or 3 times a year, I have the same nightmare. So weird. And I've been that way since I was 13. So weird. Here today, gone tomorrow. Hey, good to see you. Long time no see. How are you doing? PAME. I can't talk. EMT. Good to see you. Falling and never hit the water. Laugh out loud. I used to have a lot of bridge dreams too. I think that was my fear of Louisiana. That dang bridge in Lake Charles, Louisiana. But I'd have a lot of dreams where I'd be in a car falling off the bridge and I'm like trying to frantically roll the windows down. And of course, they're not automatic windows like we have now. They were the rule type, the manual type. So I'm frantically trying to unlock the doors and make sure the windows are down so if I hit the water, I can escape. I used to have dreams like that all the time. Those are scary. But yeah, I'd rather just not dream. Just and off the road, mental health transport business is staying busy. Hello. I have dreams I can fly. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. I don't know if I'd like that feeling. But then you could go visit anywhere you wanted to. Arm floaties is what you need, Jess. I like when Barrett dreams because he like talks in his dreams. So I'll sit there and record him so he can like listen to himself later. But he talks a lot in his dreams. And they're good. He says off the wall stuff. I prefer the safe landing dreams before the flying dreams, right? I agree. Oh no, trust. Laugh out loud. I know, Barrett says I'm mean to him. I'm really not mean to him. I just get a kick out of him. That's all. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me just a second. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, fry that bacon. Nothing like that, trust. Alright, I'm back. He's out there in the living room watching me live. Not saying nothing. I don't like nightmare dreams where I say, wake up, but I'm not waking and the nightmare continues. Yeah, those are scary too. I've had those. Like, you know you're dreaming, you know you're having a nightmare, and you keep trying to wake yourself up, but you can't. Ugh. I try to stay away from the pork. There he is, room 10. It's funny though when Barrett dreams because he doesn't remember it at all. Like, he'll be screaming and yelling and talking in his sleep, and he has no idea unless I record him and play it back for him. He's like, no, I didn't say that. I didn't do that. I'm like, yeah. So basically, that's why I started recording them, to prove him wrong. Has anybody ever had like conversations like when you're asleep with your wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, and you guys have conversations back and forth while you're sleeping. I've had that happen too. That's weird. Oh, it's 12:57. I cannot believe I'm awake. Brian says I'm wide awake also. Thankfully, no. My selective hearing must work when I'm asleep. I haven't done it in a really long time. Like, probably, I don't know, 13, 14 years. Maybe even long. No, it's probably been longer than that. Back in my younger days when we had like a flop house where all teenagers would hang out and party and pass out and stuff. And there was like a king size bed and we all just slept in our clothes, and there was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 people sleeping in the bed. And I remember getting woke up and our friends are like, you and this guy is having a conversation in your sleep, but you're both sleeping, but you're answering each other back and forth. And I'm like, what? Like, it's so weird. I was like before the age of cell phones and all, everybody recording and stuff like that. But I think that would have been awesome if they would have recorded that and we're both sleeping, answering each other, talking. That's weird. Welcome back, Lisa. It's hilarious, Jess. I bet it was hilarious for everybody else. I didn't know what was going on. I was just pissed off because they woke me up. Back then I didn't like being woke up. Really? Are you messing with me, Tango the cat? Did you really think peanuts grew on a tree? You're welcome, Lisa. It's funny you say that because we had something happen recently. We went to a greenhouse a month ago or so, and Barrett was talking about growing peanuts, and this guy that worked at the greenhouse said they had a peanut tree, and the peanuts grew on a tree. And I'm like, no, he's full of crap. He don't know what he's talking about. And like, he was dead serious. No, we had a peanut tree. Da, 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 da. And he was trying to tell Barrett there was a peanut tree outside. We looked for it just so I could prove him wrong, because I'm like, he's full of it. I was like, peanuts grow underground. Peanuts do not grow on a tree. And Barrett's like, well, that's what the guy said. I was like, I don't care what he said. But we couldn't find the peanut tree, and they said they must have been sold out. I'm like, no, he's messing with us. I have never heard of a peanut tree ever in my life. Yeah, they grow under the ground. Unless they've got some hybrid GMO peanuts growing on a tree or something. I don't know. But they gotta grow under the ground for the roots for the peanuts to grow. Barrett did plant peanuts this year. Well, we both planted peanuts this year. So we'll see how they do. Huh? What did you say, Barrett? You know we can't hear you. He's like talking into his phone in the living room. Money doesn't grow on trees. I wish it did, though. That'd be nice. We'd all be set if money grew on trees. Barrett, say something in the chat. Oh, you did. Never mind. We got 9 of you in here watching. That's awesome. 17 thumbs up. You guys rock. I honestly didn't think there would be this many of you awake. That's true with the increased price of fruit and the way money does grow on trees. You didn't know tomatoes are fruit? Yep. Avocados are fruit too. Did you know that? If you eat watermelon seeds, it grows in your belly. No, it don't. It's funny how our parents told us that, though, growing up. And if that was the case, you would think that, like, corn doesn't digest. So you think corn would be growing in your belly, too, when you eat it. Because you know it comes out whole. It goes in whole, comes out whole. Only if you drink Bud Light to water it. Yep. That's just like the saying that you should wait like an hour before you can go swimming. I never understood that either. I know, so gross. For anybody that doesn't know, artificial vanilla comes from beavers, even. Do you know that, babe? So all that artificial vanilla we got all those years. Yeah, Brian. This is a good reason to research what you're eating. I can't remember where I read that article the other day. It wasn't too long ago that I read that. Hey, Firefly, I am live. I was going to call you, but I was like, well, maybe she's sleeping. I better not. At ER loves artificial vanilla ice cream. Just saying. I'm up. Well, it's good to see you, Firefly. How are you feeling? At Firefly is AI. She never sleeps. Yes, she does. And the only reason I know that is because I've called her a couple of times and she was sleeping. She was recharging, Jess. La, la, la. Let me get up. Sure. Are you coming on panel, Firefly? Oh. Or you mean let you wake up? Oh, out of bed. See, you got me all excited for no reason, Firefly. What the heck? All right, Lisa, you have a good night. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Bet her cat is on her head. Her cat's somewhere near, that's for sure. What are you doing, Firefly? Why are you deleting everybody's messages? Oh, wow, I didn't know that, Tango. Sorry, I had the phone under my arm and must have accidentally squeezed it to time out, Trust. You deleted a bunch of, or you blocked, whatever. You blocked a bunch of messages and then you blocked Trust. What the heck? Or timeout Trust. That's it, Firefly. You get your wrench privileges taken away. Sorry, everybody. I was walking down the stairs in the dark with my phone under my arm, not knowing what it was doing. Hairy armpits matter. Oh, my Lanta. Did you guys see that trend like a year ago or whatever where the girls were like growing out their armpit hairs and dyeing it? It's so bad. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna grow my armpit hairs out and dye it. And he's like, no, you're not. You better not. Firefly negative. Let me get situated. Oh no, Jess. It was funny. Barrett went to a gas station the other day, and he walked in. And the girl, she had her septum pierced. She had piercings all over her face, but she had her septum pierced, and she had dyed her hair. And I think it was green. Barrett asked her, he was like, thankfully I was in the truck. Sometimes he's so blunt. He goes up to pay for the gas, and he asks this girl, why in the world would you dye your hair green? And she got snotty with him, he said. And she was like, it's not green, it's blue. And she went into this whole story how her grandma wouldn't let her express herself. And I guess she was covered in tattoos too, which is cool, whatever. But she was like, went into this whole story of how her grandma wouldn't allow her to express herself when she was younger. So basically, she went wild when she became 18. Firefly, that's nasty. Amish land here, Harry Pitt's legs, and yep, so true. I didn't realize that the Amish didn't shave, honestly, until like a couple months ago. But then again, they stay pretty covered up, so it's not like you're going around seeing their armpits or legs or anything. But yeah, I didn't know they weren't allowed to shave. Why do they put a sell date on salt? It's already millions of years old. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Pringles actually have cardboard in them. Parmesan cheese has wood pulp in it. They put wood pulp in lots of cheeses so that it doesn't stick together. I think that's why we can't poop in America when we eat a lot of cheese. All that wood pulp. They always say it's the cheese that binds you up. I don't think so. I think it's that wood pulp. Trust, how would you even know the brands? You must be out buying that stuff. I'm learning a lot tonight. To sell more salt to idiots that believe the expiration. Wood pulp? Didn't know that. Yep. I watch ER buy them at the store on his live. Is ER even still in here? That's not fair, Trust. ER is not even in here, I don't think, to defend himself. He's recharging. Ew, Firefly, gross. Trust, get up there. Yeah, Trust, you're more than welcome to come up. If you want. I don't know, to me that just puts a gross picture in my head of Firefly, because the cleanliness is not very, it's not there. Hygiene, that's what I was trying to think of. Their hygiene practices are not up to standard, in my opinion. The water that we drink was once passive inside a creature. Say we've been drinking water that was once peed out of a dinosaur. But don't think on that thought too much, because there's a lot of animals that do stuff in that water that we drink. They just peed outside. Just don't fall down in it, Firefly. Okay, I'm outside now in the pitch black quiet. You could hear a pin drop. Awesome. Oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock already. Hey, South Florida, good to see you. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. That's so funny. So my girlfriend, that's a homesteader too, we were talking back and forth yesterday, and we were talking about my adventure to another town, a couple towns away, for this tractor bear it was picking up, and basically I was just complaining about going that far away from the homestead, and she was saying how in the next couple of days she has to drive 2 hours away one way just to go get these goats. And then her husband ended up finding a goat today and he really wanted it, so they went and got it, and they didn't tell him that the goat has never been handled by humans whatsoever. And they got the goat home, and it jumped out and got out of the property, and they had to chase it down for like 3 hours. She was like, it's going to take her 6 months to get this goat, used to them and handled. I'm like, yep, always an adventure on the homesteads. What am I doing up, Firefly? We were gone all day, and we didn't get home till like 5. I was super exhausted. I didn't get any nap today. And I try to stay up, excuse me, as long as I could, and I made it until 7:44 p.m. and my eyes were burning. I was so tired I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. I passed out, and I woke up at like 11:40, wide awake, and here I am. So I figured I'd go live, see if anybody was awake and what was going on. I don't know, that's crazy. Tango says plants must be able to see. How can they know how to grow a certain way? Like there's one that copies a butterfly egg. Sounds like a real goat rope. What does goat milk taste like? To me, I don't know what anybody else thinks it tastes like, but to me, goat milk tastes like you just walked out in the field and licked the side of a billy goat. That's what milk tastes like to me. I do not like goat milk. But goat farmers or people that raise goats say that if you keep the billy goat away from the doe goat, then the goat milk won't taste like that. But I beg to differ. It tastes like that. It tastes like a billy goat. Yep, raw. I cannot do the goat milk. And it makes I don't know, it's like one of those smells that instantly makes your nose stuff up, like you can't smell. Ugh. And just as bad. I like my goat cheese on my Greek salads. I can't get past the smell of the goat milk, so I've never even attempted to try goat cheese. And then they say if you milk the goat and you put the milk in the refrigerator immediately, it'll take that smell away too, or that taste. No, it don't. Yeah, yellow spot on the leaf to fool the butterfly. There's already butterfly egg on plant, so they must see. Huh. It's pretty amazing. And I've never ate goat before, so I don't know. I know a lot of people have told me that it tastes like deer. I guess goat and deer are in the same family. I don't know. Firefly, ew. It's like gator can't stand it. Yeah, I didn't like gator either when I tried that. Yep, can't do gyros. I think that has a funny smell to it. And that's another thing. I smell everything before I eat it. I have to. If it does not smell good, it's not going in my mouth. I do like goat soup, though. Goat soup's cool. I guess if you're starving, you'll eat anything. That's true. It wasn't raccoon semen trust. It was beaver semen. Get it right. Some people eat asparagus and smell it in their pee. Others don't. Jess would know. Laugh out loud. Ha ha. Hey, babe, are you still listening? Alright, Barrett. So when I eat asparagus, do you smell it in my pee or not? I'm just curious. We got 21 thumbs up, you guys. That's crazy. I'm from Ohio. Maybe that's why they always use pigeons as messengers. Where's my buddy from last night? What buddy? You're my buddy. What are you talking about, Firefly? You're right here. Hey, thanks for my other thumbs up. Oh, that's weird. The pigeon followed the road path they drove from the chat. Are you talking about... Which one are you talking about, Firefly? I had so many people in the chat last night. It's amazing. Nature's amazing. Really, Firefly. We had over 50 pigeons. That timed out guy. Oh, I believe Dragon blocked him, so he can't comment anymore. He can still listen to my lives. Anybody that's blocked can still listen to the lives. They just can't comment anymore. But I'm pretty sure he's blocked now. Barrett didn't know what was going on. He was in the bathroom and all that was taking place. And he didn't see the live until, like, I addressed the situation, Firefly. And Barrett was, like, really upset because he didn't know what was going on, if it was, like, sexual content or what was going on. He had no idea. But anyways, he was pretty upset. He was like, I'll shut these lives down if people don't want to be respectful and everything. You're just trying to have a good time and have fun in your chat. And he says if people can't respect that, then he's like, you're not going live anymore. And I'm like, no. So I had to sit down and explain to Barrett what was going on. Firefly says, my son raised him. I remember last night. Yes, Dragon blocked. There's a famous dog in Glasgow. Its owner died in Bristol, hundreds of miles away. The owner was buried in Glasgow. Wow. There's Dragon. Hey, Dragon. His ears must have been ringing. The problem is, like, you know, when I'm busy doing the music lives and stuff like that, I have a really hard time. I've got two computer screens going. I'm trying to sing. I'm trying to pull up new songs and talk to you guys at the same time and follow the chat. And it's hard. It's tough. And my head's bouncing back and forth to each screen. So it's really hard for me to catch a lot of stuff in the chat sometimes. So I gotta scroll back up, and then I get behind on the playlist or the requests, and it's just a lot to do. That's why you mods are so important to me, because you can follow the chat while I'm busy doing my thing. Dog went missing until they found it on the Glasgow on the owner's grave. That's crazy. What the heck are you doing up this late? I freaking went on that road trip, Dragon. I went on the road trip with Barrett to get that tractor, and we got home at 5. I couldn't take a nap in the truck because I was just too uncomfortable. I was so exhausted. I passed out at 7:44, and I woke up wide awake at 11:40. So here I am. I'm never up this late. I'm originally from upstate New York. Moved south in 97. Awesome. Hey, Louisiana High Ride. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. So yeah, Dragon, I figured I'd go live and chit chat, see what everybody else is doing. And you never responded to my message. I sent you messages. You're slack-a-lacking, Dragon. There's a statue of the dog and story in Glasgow. Is that Glasgow, Montana? Tango? That's pretty awesome. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's so true. I just hope I don't screw up my sleep schedule now, because I like my schedule. I'm usually up at 5 a.m. and in bed by like 9:30. And I like that schedule. It's been raining cats and dogs here all day. Oh no. Yeah, earlier, and then you wrote me back, and then I wrote you back, Dragon. Oh, Glasgow, Scotland, UK. I see you. I seen your little picture drum. It's funny. Oh. I woke up, like I said, 11:40, and checked the YouTube. I had all kinds of messages on there from the radish harvest premiere. I didn't make it home in time for my premiere, so everybody watched the premiere without me. Sorry about that if you were in the premiere and I wasn't. So I missed that. I had all these notifications and comments and stuff. And I didn't even realize at that time when I woke up what time it was. And I seen Prepping 101 was live, so I went and checked out his live and seen that it was 11:44. I'm like, oh my gosh. And they were making me laugh. They were funny tonight. They were funny last night too. I spent most of the day trying to pull new tubes and tires on riding mower. What a joke. Oh my gosh. That's a job, Firefly. I've tried to help Barrett do stuff like that, and working on those lawnmower tires are horrible. I know he was trying to get, a while ago, he was trying to change one tire from one rim to another one, and it was horrible. Eventually, sometime, we're going to have to change the tires on the four-wheelers. On the four-wheeler. Singular. And I'm dreading that. I have a feeling that's going to be a tough one, too. Half the size of a regular tire, but twice the pain. Yep. Have you ever tried powder butter? And if so, how was it? No, I can't say I ever have tried powder butter. I don't think I'd want to. If I'm going to store butter, I'm going to do it as a clarified butter. I'll do the ghee butter and just can it. But that's just my personal opinion. Pain in the butt, and none sells them locally. America has weird measurements than UK. I once got a tape measure from America and ended up throwing it away. Well, that could work the other way too, Tango. Yeah, UK has weird measurements. I think, honestly, America is the only one that uses the measurements that we use. Everybody else uses, I can't remember what it's called. It's too early for me. Metric. Thank you, Firefly. Hey, Northwoods, good to see you. Thank you so much for the super sticker. How you been? I see you're staying busy over there on your channel. Enjoy watching your community tabs. Doing your thing. Most of the world drives on the wrong side of the world, just saying. Laugh out loud. Enjoy your stream. Laugh out loud. Now I drive home. Alright, be safe. See you soon. It was funny. We were driving and there was a car that passed us and he was driving in the wrong seat. He was on the passenger seat driving down the road. I'm like, ew, that's creepy. That would be so hard to get used to. He wasn't driving on the wrong side of the road, but he was driving in the passenger seat. So strange. We drive on the left. Living here in the South during hurricane season, you learn to use things you never have tried before. Honestly, I don't even know where I'd get powdered butter to even try it unless I ordered it online. And that's a bit out of my price range. The dehydrated stuff like that. We did stop also on our travel to get Barrett's tractor. We stopped at this farmer's market in Mount Vernon. And what was that plant called, Barrett? I think it was a moon plant. Barrett picked up a moon plant. And it's a pretty good sized plant. And they were only asking $5 for them. But every single night it blooms when the moon comes out. It's crazy. He was telling Barrett all about it. So I'm excited about that. I don't have no idea where we're going to plant it, but I guess it blooms like I think he said a tulip, like a tulip every single night. And there can be up to like 20 blooms every night. And then it drops the seeds. You have to plant it every year, he said too. It doesn't come back. So it drops the seeds every night as well. So you collect the seeds so that you can keep regrowing it. It's pretty interesting. Never heard of it before. Josh, you're not supposed to practice. You're just supposed to do a raw video of you trying to skip. You can't practice. You should have uploaded the video. Your first try. Our hot water taps are on the left. The right is cold. Really? Did not know that. A moonflower, yeah. Firefly says I have those. I never heard of it before. But then again, I'm not the flower chick. I'm not into like the flowers and the plants. And it's not that I don't think they're pretty or anything. It's just, for one, I have a really hard time with flowers that are strong smelling. So I just don't mess with flowers for one. And two, I rather grow stuff I'm going to eat. That's the way I look at it. Really, Dragon? That's crazy. I've seen where people use ratchet straps to keep their homes in place and safe from hurricanes. Huh. The seed pods are spiky and they get huge, really. See, I'm learning something new every day, too. and got a heaping full cart buggy of food and drinks at the Mennonite grocery store last month for approximately $110 worth checking out if you have it in your area. That's awesome. What area are you in? What state are you in, if you don't mind me asking? We have trees, half apple, half pears in one tree. Yeah, that's definitely modified. Okay. I would love to come to Pennsylvania one day. I would love to do Amish country there. We're close to Holmes County, so we have a lot of Amish here too. I love going to all their like Bins and Dent stores, and they have what they call here Amish Walmarts. Grafted, yes, Firefly. And of course, a lot of the Amish close to me, they have like their own little stores in the back of their houses or on the sides of their houses, so you can go get your imitation vanilla there or your bulk flowers or whatever. I did not know that was an actual thing. Anyone living in a mobile home here in South are crazy anyway. We have an Amish grocery store in our little town. I'm not scared of Best Buy dates on most items. Yeah. I think we all have guts of iron around here. And oh my goodness, I have people around me, friends and family and stuff. They always go by Best Buy date. Trying to get that through their head is like trying to pound concrete. Ridiculous. Best Buy date don't mean nothing to me either. Okay, must feed cats. Goodbye, everyone. Nice chatting. All right, thanks so much hanging out with us tonight, Tango. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Wow, you're up at 1:30 here. Couldn't sleep. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, Amish, Mennonite, and LDS stores are awesome and still put things out at great prices. Yes, they do. They don't try to rip you off. Now, I've tried to find LDS stores around me, but I've never found any. I don't think we have any LDSs around my area anyway. My son's home and the cats are they are on to him. All right, Trash, you have a good night. Probably see you tomorrow. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. Yeah, you guys, I think I'm going to head off too. It's almost 2 o'clock here. I think I'm going to try to go back to bed. We've got another busy day tomorrow. But don't forget, Monday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. Oh my gosh, I looked at the calendar and I got confused for a minute. Sorry, I'm definitely tired. So yes, Monday evening, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, I will be back live doing the Monday Night Mixer. So I hope to see you all there. And until next time, stay happy, healthy, and safe. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And remember, you're loved. Have a good night and happy Memorial Day.